Hey YouTube, it's Heated here, and man, do we got some fire for you here today. I know everyone's been asking, which is the better streaming platform to stream on now, Kick or Twitch? Well, follow along, because I got quite a story for you guys to hear, and it involves a lot of content creators, and even some articles, some news articles about what's going on with Twitch, and why you should choose either Twitch or Kick. Let's get it going. Alright guys, hey, welcome into this new type of video. I've never done this before, so please stick with me. This is going to be a great eye-opening experience for not just me, but for all of you guys looking to decide what is better, Twitch or Kick. Where should I stream my content to? Where can I get the most viewers? Where can I get the most bang for my buck? And let me tell you, I got the answer to all of those questions. But let me just dive right in and say, if you are comfortable streaming where you are streaming, there is no pressure to switch. If you want to keep your community in one place, that is definitely fine. But this is an argument to basically say diversifying where you live stream and where you put out your content is also not a bad option. But let's really dive into the whole dilemma going on right now between Twitch and Kick. Recently, Kick has become somewhat of a streaming destination for a lot of live streamers out there. And I went ahead and really dove in. Well, if affiliates can kind of just stream wherever they want, there's no real exclusivity agreements there. So wouldn't Twitch partners have an exclusivity agreement? Well, let's look. I decided to pose this question on Twitter, at heated_TV. If you guys want to follow any more of my shenanigans, please and thank you. But here we go. I say, I'm curious with the Twitch partner agreements, how long Twitch will retain Twitch partners who stream on Kick or other platforms that would seemingly violate the aforementioned agreement, unless that agreement does not include exclusivity. In that case, why would it be any different than an affiliate agreement? And below, I start shouting out some Twitch partners that I do in fact know and follow and am a part of their communities, and any other Twitch partner who wants to chime in, who's trying out Kick, I'd love to hear from as well. And this question just kind of creates itself just because I've seen a lot of Twitch partners moving over to Kick. And so your first thought was, well, if they're checkmarked on Twitch, why in the world would they ever go to Kick? Well, the answer comes right here. Zach at Liquid TH says, all I know is my contract is from 2013, 10 years ago, and it states that you cannot simultaneously stream the same content. It does not say I'm exclusive to Twitch and that they own the right to my live content other than what's produced live on their platform. To my knowledge, that's all contracts unless you got paid for exclusivity like Nick Merckx did on Twitch, or Tim, the Tapman on YouTube, or Ninja, or Shroud at the time with Mixer. So that's interesting. He also goes further to say, I think I have it right here, yes, people assume it's more because it's partner, but in reality they made affiliate after the fact and made the perks so close that you almost could do away with a partner status. Only a few things partners have that affiliates don't. When I got partnered, affiliate didn't exist. To make money, it was use PayPal or wait to get partnered. And it was a 400 plus CCV average. Prime/gifted and bits didn't exist. So a crazy kind of series of events happening for Zach here when he had his partnership agreement. And it seems to be, from his point of view, if within his contract, that the partnership agreement is no different than an affiliate agreement. So let's dive in. That's just one Twitch partner's opinion. Let's get Crow Gaming's opinion here. Crow Gaming says, as far as I'm tracking, we, meaning Twitch partners, are fine. There are no exclusivity deals in our agreements, and I'm streaming both on Twitch and on Kick, so they really can't do anything. And I said, okay, gotcha. So if there's no exclusivity clause in your partnership agreement, which is what Zach also said, what differences are there then between affiliate agreements and partnership agreements outside of the added emotes, TwitchCon perks, and the other bells and whistles, if you don't mind sharing? If it is too sensitive, you can DM me or just tell me you're not allowed to share. And Crow says, honestly, there's really no big differences anymore. Maybe just the check mark. And I say, that's interesting. So that really, like, the Kick movement has really brought the question of, is grinding for Twitch partner really worth it anymore? And according to these Twitch partners, the answer is really no. If anything, you get a check mark just by having 75 CCV and all those relaxed requirements that Zach went ahead and said via his reply. So it's very interesting to see people grinding for Twitch partner when really there's no kind of value there inside of your Twitch affiliate agreements already. And the only requirement that you have being on affiliate or a Twitch partner that carries over, that does have some kind of exclusivity attached to it, is that you cannot multi-stream. So if you are on Twitch and you thought, I'm going to go try out this Kick thing, so you're going to stream at the same time to Twitch and Kick, you are putting your account in jeopardy because that is a violation of the terms of service within your affiliate and partnership agreements. So the rule still stands. If you're going to stream on on Twitch, you cannot share that content on Twitch to another platform within the 24-hour period as designated within those pre-made contracts. So that is an important thing to note. But we got to keep going and say, what's happening with Twitch? Why would I move off of Twitch to Kick? Isn't Twitch a good program and a good streaming platform that looks out for their streamers? And there are a few nuances to that, and there are a few problems with that. Their arguments that I've seen recently because of the Kick movement are no, and that is because of their ad incentives program that just doesn't work, as well as their 50-50 split on subs to their communities and to the streamers. So let's look. Let's see here. Where did I have it? I had it. Oh yeah, Crow Gaming says here, let me bring it up for you. Crow Gaming says, Twitch doubled down on the 50-50 split. Is this the end for Twitch? Do you think ad incentives are enough to support creators monetarily? A great question. So this sub revenue plays into this ad incentive program that Twitch is really trying to push onto their platform. They've been doing it for a long time, but now they're really starting to amp it up. But this is what they said. Speaking to The Verge, Minton acknowledged the negative feedback from streamers about the 50-50 split, which is one reason why people are going to Kick, because Kick has a 95-5 split. So the argument, excuse me, the argument is that you can do the same work at this different employer. You can go to this employer, you could do the same amount of work, and you're getting a raise. Why wouldn't you take it? And that's playing into, the negative feedback on Twitch's 50-50 split. They say there certainly was loud conversations within the community in terms of their feedback and reception. We talked a lot about how we're in this together, and part of that is innovation. And continued, we are committed to continuing to improve our monetization products and building new monetization products. And at the end of the day, we are committed to increasing the amount of money a streamer earns. Rather than simply opting for a higher subsplit, such as YouTube 70/30, Twitch is apparently focused on making Twitch overall a more lucrative place to try to stream through product innovations and other things. So Twitch is doubling down on the 50-50 split while still saying that one of their biggest things that they're trying to do and what they're committed to is increasing the amount of money a streamer earns. Well, let's look at that ad incentive thing. So MSN had an article that was released, let me see, saying that, reiterating that kind of statement that says Twitch says it's the best place for creators right after a series of disasters. One such disaster would be the layoff of 400 employees under the Twitch umbrella, as Twitch is ultimately owned by Amazon. Now, Twitch has its own services for its own website, but 400 employees were laid off. And this is obviously iterated inside this article. Twitch says, or the article says, Twitch is shedding employees and talent. Conversations about the platform are mired in scandals about deepfake porn and gambling. It's the perfect time, in other words, for the Amazon-owned streaming platform to go on the offensive and pretend things have never been better. Okay, but this is an argument for why people aren't going to go to Kick as well. People are arguing that they're not going to go to Kick because Kick has a more relaxed TOS platform service. It's allowing different kinds of sexual content on their platform that Twitch is trying to get rid of, like the bikinis and the porn and all this different, and the gambling and all these different things that are going on Kick that a lot of Twitch loyalists are saying is a problem with Kick. It's why Twitch is like failing in a certain way, like this article is saying. But really, what's going on is that Twitch has been a huge area of scandal. Recently, a streamer had sex live on stream and was only banned for 3 days, whereas you got people who have gambled and have been banned at different amounts of time, such as Trainwrecks TV, on different amounts of times on Twitch, prompting a move to Kick. And Kick is allowing gambling on a lot larger of a time that, or a lot larger quantity than Twitch. But it doesn't seem like Twitch is moving in the ethical direction that a lot of people are claiming it to do. And while Kick might have some issues with the TOS early on, it seems like it is just a play to get people around, and they've already updated their TOS multiple times. But as far as people having sex live on stream, Twitch has a victory in that category, and Kick has a 0. But also you could argue that there's no way to ethically consume in a capitalist market, because the same people who are arguing that Twitch or Kick has a porn or a gambling problem are also tweeting this from their iPhones, whereas Apple is already also a hub of scandal as well. So it's kind of hard to make an ethical consumption argument within any kind of business, especially in streaming, when really the hypocrisy is just within any product that you do consume anyway. So the ethical consumption argument kind of falls flat on its head, but that is an argument for a different day. But we're going to move on. Within that article, Mike CHK11, partner on Twitch, says, unless you're a Twitch streamer averaging thousands of viewers, the ads incentives program is not a viable source of income, LOL. It's legit like 80 to 100 bucks for 190 hours streamed. Ads drive revenue to the platform, i.e. Twitch. It's great. It is necessary. But he says, don't pretend that this new ads incentive program is actually going to make a lot of money for these streamers. As he explains in his tweet, one example pointed by Mitten was the ad incentive program, as I already explained that was said in the article. So in the article, it says streamers are clearly seeing the value in running ads now, but of course Mike says, well, that's only if you are a too big to fail streamer, i.e. you're averaging thousands of viewers, and those viewers would follow you to any platform. So if the 50-50 revenue split is not really working, and it's not creating an incentive for creators to stay, and then the ad incentive program is definitely not aiding other small to medium-sized creators in staying, it would seem that Kick is a viable option for a lot of streamers now. We have seen that with the moves by Zach, by Crow, and by Sergeant Jackson, and Jared FPS, and a lot of streamers, Trainwrecks, and other people, Testy, a lot of Twitch partners have moved to Kick to get more bang out of their buck, doing the same amount of work, but getting more money in their pockets, getting that raise, and getting that cheddar. So, Lucci TV also says, as far as moving to Kick, my entire Twitch community has transitioned to supporting me through Kick because they want to support me, not Twitch. Stop sleeping on your community and trust that they want to see you win. If you're staying on Twitch, which is fine, by the way, consider setting up a Patreon instead. Kick isn't for everyone, and it doesn't have to be, but we can all unanimously agree that Twitch either adapts or dies at this point. They have been robbing people for too long. Modern Warzone also says if you're a streamer and you haven't considered giving Kick a shot, you're doing yourself a disservice. Despite all the doom and gloom you read about the platform on social media, you will notice none of that when you stay in your own lane and stream. Diversify your income. Crow also says, this is how I look at it. Twitch is your current job. Kick is a competitor and is currently offering you 45% more income, just for subs, that is, than your old job. Are you taking it? So it's very interesting to see this Kick versus Twitch rhetoric going on right now. It does seem to me that Kick has a lot of things to offer right now that Twitch doesn't. In the future, will Kick survive on this current status, on this current way that it's going about its business? Will it die, or will it adapt to what Twitch is doing right now and eventually become the very thing that we're trying to move on from? A lot of speculation going on, a lot of arguments for either, but the important thing is you can stay where you want to stay, but I think it is worth trying Kick out, as it does seem to provide a lot more bonuses than Twitch does, as well as at Twitch HQ. It doesn't seem like they really understand what the creators really want and need to actually create a diversified platform with a lot of ways to grow. A lot of streamers I've seen say only scroll down 1 or 2 times to see the lower creators on Kick so they can diversify their community and really get to know other communities a lot easier, especially with smaller creators. But on Twitch, you got to scroll down maybe hundreds of times to even see what's on the bottom of a specific category. So discoverability on Kick is a pro. But here's the other thing, guys. Here's the other thing. If you're not posting on other streaming platforms or other content platforms every single day or every other day, and you're not putting it on multiple platforms, you will plateau in your viewership. Follow for follow is not how you gain support. You got to be in people's streams. You got to get to know people. You got to network. Follow for follow is not networking. Being in people's streams, getting to know them, that is networking. Getting into their discords, getting to be a part of their communities, being a part of their events, their subathons, all that kind of stuff, that is networking. Do not fall for the follow for follow trap. That's what got Hover killed. We don't want that to happen to Kick. We want to see a diversification of streamer income and streamer content creation. So please, if you are considering Kick, try to give it a try. give it a try, because honestly, based on my experience and based on these Twitch partners' experience, it's working out very well. You do get a 45% raise for your sub revenue. There's no ads right now going on Kick that's being forced upon you like on Twitch. You don't have to feel forced to sub to a creator to not see those ads. Like I'm saying, you can feel free to stay on Twitch. Twitch is still a great platform for streamers. It's easy to use, has a lot of good integrations and a lot of the ability for creators to be creative. And that is the great thing about Twitch. It's a great thing about YouTube. It's a great thing about TikTok. It's a great thing about Kick. It's a great thing about all these platforms. So do your best, be discerned, do some reviews, do some research, and give it a try. And if you guys did like this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more stuff in the works. I thank you guys. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.